going to the zoo with Miss Melissa here, and someone's already asking what animals we're going to see. That's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you, but it's going to be interesting, I promise. We're just going to wait a couple minutes here, maybe one more minute for everyone to come on in. How's it going, Osvik? Has anyone seen a snake before? I'm curious.
Before, yes.
Yes or no? Yes. So many people are saying yes. Where have you all seen snakes? I hope it was at the zoo.
Here.
Hopefully it wasn't in your backyard. All right. Cool. 75. A lot of people have seen snakes. In the zoo, in the backyard. Himakshi has touched a snake. Okay. My front yard. I saw a dead one before. Okay. In Miss Melissa's class last week. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, everyone. Fantastic. So today, we have Miss Melissa here. Melissa, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Melissa. I work here at the Reptile Zoo. We're located in Fountain Valley here in California. I am one of the zookeepers here, and I'm going to show you some pretty cool animals today. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. All right, let's get started. Who are we? What kind of animal are we talking about first?
Okay, so today I'm going to get started with Monty. And Monty, let's see.
Monty
is known as a ball python. Now, these guys are very, very tamed animals. They're very used to being held by people. They live in southern Africa.
Ooh, by the way, if anyone has questions, please ask questions for Miss Melissa in the chat.
Yes. Any questions, let me know. So this guy here, he's one of the smaller pythons. They get about 5 to 6 feet in length. And as you can see here, he's not so big.
Does it bite?
No, he won't bite. These guys get their name ball python because whenever they feel threatened, they actually tend to go into a little ball. They roll into like a little cinnamon roll, and that's like their first defense mechanism. So they will not strike at first unless they're hungry, but they will definitely roll into a little ball to protect them.
What do they eat?
These guys are carnivores, so they will eat anything from small lizards. They can also eat rodents and smaller mammals. This one here at our location, he eats about like a medium to large rat. But
you was asking, is he friendly?
Oh yes, this guy, he is very friendly. Actually, I can also wrap him around my neck, like I'm doing. And they're also known as royal pythons, simply because ancient royals used to use them as jewelry. So the smaller ones, they would wrap them around their wrists, just like my watch here. This one here is more like a necklace, and it's very safe to do so. They actually like the warmth of my neck back here, so he's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty fashionable, I'd say. I think that's way cooler than a scarf. What do you all think? Would you rather have a snake scarf or a normal scarf? I think that looks pretty cool, though.
And they also do come in various different morphs. This one right here is what you call a normal, so this is something that you would find out in the wild. There's some also that come like in the bright yellows. Some of them are all white. It's just different color pigmentations in their skin that make them so different.
Huh. And where does the snake normally live?
Monty, these guys are found in Africa, but they're also commonly found in the U.S. where people keep them as pets. But these, you'll find them in the grasslands of Africa.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce her name, but I think Shalini. I was asking, were you scared in the first time you ever held a snake?
Yes, I was scared, but I always like to ask experts and people who have handled them before. There's always a proper way to approach a snake. When I first learned how to hold these guys, I always approach them from the back and scoop them up gently. I never go straight at them. I don't want to scare them. But these guys, it's safer to reach the back where their tail is and just scoop them right up. That way, I won't feel scared of the head.
So a bunch of people are asking the same question here, but Shri says, is this snake poisonous, and can the snake hurt you?
Yeah, so this snake definitely cannot hurt you. They're not poisonous either. These guys don't have fangs. They have small little teeth. And those small little teeth help them kind of grasp onto their food and allow it to swallow it whole. But these guys don't have fangs. They don't have venom either. Very friendly and tame snakes. Very common in the pet industry. A lot of people like to keep them as pets. So you can definitely have one of these if you'd like.
Yeah, so if Monty does bite you by accident, it won't be very bad.
If Monty bites you by accident, it definitely won't hurt. You'll only get like small little dots on your arm or on your hand, wherever it bites you. Usually, when they do bite, it's either because they're hungry and they'll latch on. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, they're not those kinds of snakes that will just want to strike at you. Like I said, they're very scared of us. Actually, they tend to run to that little ball, or if you even approach them just slightly and your hand just kind of slightly taps them, they'll kind of push away.
Got it. So really, Monty is more scared of us than we are of him usually.
Yeah, definitely.
And how old is Monty?
Monty, this one here, is about 3 years old. He's still very small, but he does get 5 to 6 feet long.
Mama.
Cool. Awesome.
All right. Are we ready for another one?
Cool. Yeah, I think we're ready for the next one here.
Okay.
Bye, Monty. Yeah.
All right. So for our next animal, I'm going to bring something much smaller. Very cute animal too. Another common pet in a lot of people's households, and they like to get into sticky.
Oh, I think you turned your video off there. Oh, there you go.
Oh. There I am.
Whoa, who's this?
This is Spot.
Oh.
Spot, yeah. This is a crested gecko, also known as an eyelash gecko.
Oh.
This guy has pretty cool eyelashes. They look like crests up at the top, right there.
Spot looks like a dragon.
Right, yeah. Very, very small creatures. These are found in a small island of New Caledonia. They're jumpers, for sure. We'll see if he wants to jump to this hand. Come on,
do it, Spot. Make the jump. Oh,
there you go.
Oh, and then
and
onto the computer.
there you go. Yeah, so they're found in a small little island of New Caledonia. These guys were actually thought to be extinct, but they were recently found in the 90s. And
why are his eyes so big? His eyes are huge.
Yeah. You see those eyes there? They don't have any eyelids. And
so they blink.
It jumps on the screen. Now
So
these guys,
they don't blink like us.
they don't blink like this. No. What they actually do is they have this really long tongue that helps them clean their eyelids whenever they have any debris in there. There you go.
Ooh. Oh. So he cleans his eyes with his tongue.
He likes to explore. So yeah, so you guys also have these little sticky pads. Let me see if I can get a good...
Oh, okay.
So those sticky pads actually help them actually hold on to different surfaces, such as glass. And they usually like to sleep sideways, or they sleep like at a down angle.
Sharav has an interesting question. If they don't have eyelids, how do they close their eyes and sleep?
Okay, so since they don't have eyelids, what they do to sleep, they usually will sink their eyes in. It's very, very creepy. But they do tend to kind of push their eyes inside. I can't show you how to do that, but you can definitely tell that this guy is sleeping because the eyes kind of get sunken in. Just kind of go.
Wow, he sucks his eyes in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. What kind of food does Spot eat? Asks Dresta.
Yeah, so Spot likes to eat a lot of insects, but they can also eat this mixture called rapashi. It's just a powdered food that you mix with water. It kind of smells like bananas sometimes. And it also has not only fruits, but it also has insects in there, and it's all blended in together, mixed with water, and that's like their treat. They eat it like a smoothie. So, Yeah, and they only take about 3 to 4 licks on that food, and they're done. They eat about like every 3 days. They're very small creatures, so they don't need to eat that much.
Wow, only every 3 days? That must be awesome. Okay. So Spot must be pretty fast, right? Because in the wild, he has to catch like flies and bugs and stuff.
Yeah, they're very, very good at hunting. Very, very good at like following. As you can see, like he has like a good eye on my hand right there.
Emily has a cool question. Why doesn't he have a tail?
Oh, so this guy doesn't have a tail. They're known to have prehensile tails, and that means that they use their tails to hang. This guy lost his tail. Now, he'll be okay without it. They usually have that tail to defend themselves. So let's say there's a predator nearby, and they're trying to run away from it. They will drop their tail, and the full wiggle and allow it to distract the animal and run away.
So did he lose his tail recently?
He did not lose his tail recently. He actually lost it a while back, and it can be either from running away from a predator, or it just gets startled, so they'll drop their tails because they're trying to flee from your arms. But they're totally okay without it, and they don't grow back.
Mine has a cool question as well. I don't know this question answer either. What is the hole in his neck?
So the holes in their necks, these right here, they kind of, they're similar to our ears, like the little canal. And that's where they hear sound through vibrations.
Oh.
So.
Is he Spot a baby or is he an adult?
This one is a full-grown adult. This one's a male. When they're born, they are about like 1.5 inches. So very, very small. And including their tail, they're about like 1.5 inches to 2 inches.
Yeah.
This guy, yeah. The females can get bigger, but that's because they carry the eggs inside, and they only have about 2 eggs when they have babies.
Super cool. He really likes jumping on the computer. Says.
We love. And you see those? Oh, there he goes.
How long does this lizard usually live?
These guys can literally live about like 15 to 25 years. In captivity, of course. Yeah, these guys live a long time.
If I had a pet lizard for that long, will he start to recognize me? Like a dog or?
They don't recognize you like a dog recognizes us, but they definitely will get used to being held. Mm-hmm. Creatures, when they're small, they're flighty, so they'll run away. But as soon as you start getting them used to being held, they definitely will recognize your touch, and they'll know that you're not harmful at all, and they'll love being in your arms. There you go.
Got it. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Great.
Hey, let's say bye to Spot.
All right, let's say bye to Spot, everyone. Bye, Spot. See ya. He wants to jump somewhere else now.
Yeah. Sometimes I hide them in my pocket. But
are you putting it? Is he going in water right now?
He is going in a small container.
Okay.
We just put it there during the presentation. But he lives in like this rectangular enclosure full of a lot of leaves so that he can hide in. And yes, I definitely spray some water in there so he can be hydrated and stay moist.
Got it. Awesome. All right. See you later, Spot.
Okay, now I'm going to show you a different type of gecko. It's not the same as Spot. It's a little different. Now, I forgot to mention Spot is a tropical animal. So those guys, they love to be wherever it's wet. This new gecko here is the opposite. So this one right here, this is Lily. And Lily is a leopard gecko.
Ooh.
And these guys, you can find them in Southern Africa and Asia. Now, this one does have a tail here.
What Alicia was asking, I didn't answer the question. What happened to Spot's tail?
Spot's tail? He dropped it. He was trying to run away from his enclosure. And just any sudden little startle, he'll just kind of drop it to scare us away. But the tail eventually, it cuts off from their back, but the tail basically dies off.
Awesome.
And, all right. So Lily here There's another type of gecko, but this one's a desert gecko. These guys have this pretty cool tail back here that kind of reminds me of a cloud or like a small squishy gummy bear. Just think of like how squishy gummy bears are. Now these guys live also about 15 to 25 years, and they also make great pets. These guys are known to be their tails are known to carry a lot of water and fat. It's like a little backpack for them. They can go days without eating, days without water, but they'll always have this little tail back here to retain the water and the fat. And the more they eat, the more they store in there. They can also drop tails just like Spot, but luckily for her, she'll grow hers back. And also, same way that Spot would lose his tail, Lily would also lose it, but also grow it back easily. So usually about like this part right here that she'll drop, and it'll act as a way to distract the predator. This girl is an insectivore, so she will eat crickets and superworms and dubia roaches, and she's very good at hunting, just kind of like a cat. When they're trying to go after something, they're really good at going after every insect and kind of getting a good eye on it, like an eagle as well.
That's so cool. Like, if all of her food and her water is in her tail. So it'd be pretty bad if she loses her tail, right? She'll have to, like...
Yes. If she does lose her tail, luckily she won't lose all of it. She'll still have that small portion to go off by, But as her tail will grow, but also the rest of her body. So she'll still have a little bit to retain on.
Tanu's asking, can she jump?
This girl can't jump. They're more terrestrial, which means that they stay low on the ground. They can climb a little bit, but they're more clumsy. They don't, their hands under here, they don't have like those ridges that the other gecko had. She has nails, which allows her to climb just small little surfaces.
Got it.
And she's nocturnal, which means that she's very active during the night. But during the daytime, that's when she kind of hides in her cave and sleeps.
Ah, interesting. Tim,
and she does have, this one does have eyelids.
Yeah. Tim, did you have any questions?
Yeah. So Hammond wants to know, what are the dots on its body?
Oh, so those are spots. It's just the pigmentation of its skin. This one is known to be like a tangerine leopard gecko. And hence they get their name leopard gecko because of the spots as well. And this has the spots on the tail. When they lose their tail, it doesn't look the same. Their tails will get a little bit darker.
That tail looks crazy.
I wish you guys could feel it. It's just...
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, a bunch of people asked the same question. Has she dropped her tail before?
No. The easiest way to tell when they do drop their tails is, you see how it's all uniform and it follows a pattern? You can usually tell when they drop their tails because this part will be skinny and the other part will just be a little bit larger. Yeah. So this one, the tail it flows all the way. And for the others, unfortunately, the tail will flow just from the top, but it'll just get a little bit larger and plumpier from the bottom, kind of like a walnut.
Sanjay is asking, how big is this gecko, and how big can they get?
They can get about 5 to 6 inches long.
妈妈，这查某变好来了，哈。
I think Miss Melissa is having internet troubles. Tim, is that right?
Yeah. Hopefully it'll come back in a little bit.
All right. Let's see. Will Miss Melissa come back? Oh no, she's gone. All right, let's just give her a couple of minutes here. See if Miss Melissa comes back. If she doesn't come back, I think that's okay. I think we saw 3 pretty cool animals. We have 3 more animals to show you, but let's see what happens. If you're just joining, some people just are asking, don't worry, we're just waiting for Miss Melissa to reconnect here. And, okay. So she has left. Sorry everyone, let's just wait here for Miss Melissa to return. Yeah, her screen froze and glitched, Ashby. It's okay. Jennifer's asking, what are my favorite animals? You know what? I don't really know. I haven't really played with that many animals. I don't know. Tim, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, definitely dogs.
Dogs, yeah. How about you all? What are your favorite animals? Let us know. As we wait for Miss Melissa to come back into the call. Cats, dogs, okay. Bunnies. All right, let's see. We'll give her 2 minutes here. If Miss Melissa doesn't come back, it's okay. We saw 3 pretty cool animals. I think they were pretty cool. And we'll see what happens. Bunnies, squirrels, platypuses, dragons, says Gia. Damn, dragons? Huh. Okay. That's a cool animal. I've never seen one, but I believe you. Pandas. Unicorns. Oh, I've never seen a unicorn either. I'm not sure if that's real, but I believe you. Tigers, bunnies. Yeah, actually, you all are reminding me of all the animals that I love. Cheetahs, tigers, parrots, dogs. Yes. So many animals to have as pets. Oh, here she. Miss Melissa's here. 1 sec. I'm going to spotlight her. Boom.
There we go.
All right, she's back, everyone. See, you telling her your favorite animals brought her back. Hey, Melissa, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. It seems like you were having connectivity issues.
Oh, no worries. We were just waiting. We were just chatting about our favorite animals.
All right.
We're back. By the power of all of you all talking in the chat, Miss Melissa is back.
Yes, thank you for bringing me back.
Thank you, everyone. All right.
Hey.
Okay,
Right,
so that's Lily.
This was Lily. We ready for another one?
I think we're ready. Yeah, let's see what's next.
Okay.
Oh, Kavish is asking if you have a panda. You have a panda back there, Melissa, by chance?
I don't have a panda. I have like a small little dinosaur head.
Oh.
I have a kind of a panther up there.
No pandas.
No
We'll
pandas.
get a panda for you next time, Kavish. Don't worry. Next time.
Okay. All right. So now for my next animal, I have popcorn.
Well,
Now this is not your ideal popcorn, I see. But this is known as a corn snake.
corn snake.
Now these guys are found in the U.S. Very commonly found in farmers where they graze all their corn. So a lot of farms, these guys are found because these guys are a farmer's best friend, and that is because a lot of farmers don't like a lot of the mice to be eating their food.
Uh-huh.
So they like to get a hold of these and purchase them and kind of let them loose in their crops to make sure that mice and rats don't eat their food.
They are the protectors of the plants, basically.
They are the protectors, yes.
Wow.
And these guys do a lot for those farmers, and farmers are very, very thankful for them. And they're honestly very, very easy to care for, very friendly as well. This one in particular grows about 5 to 8 feet long.
Wow.
And I will back and stretch it out.
Is Popcorn a baby? Why is she so skinny?
Popcorn is not a baby now. This one is known as a colubrid. They're much slimmer. Pythons are much thicker, just like Monty that I showed earlier today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
Nahid is asking, can they also go after the farmers?
They won't necessarily go after the farmers because they don't really like the smell of farmers, really. They like the smell of rodents. They love that smell of food.
So if you have like a pet bunny or a pet mouse, you should probably keep Popcorn away from them.
Yes, keep them away for sure. As you can see, it's flicking its tongue, and it does more than just hiss, you know. These guys, they can definitely smell the way that we smell through our nostrils, but they use the tongue, the forked tongue, to kind of sense little particles, and it transmits like little signals to their brain and lets them know, hey, this smells good. Must eat it.
How old is Popcorn?
How old?
Yeah.
Popcorn is also very young. This guy is about 4 years old. And they live about 10 years in captivity. They love, and they also love to hide and escape. They love to go wherever it's dark, such as any opening. Sometimes they like to get into my hair. Sometimes they also like to go inside people's shirts. But all just to be comfortable in the darkness and keep warm.
So they're not poisonous, but they can go after mouse and rabbits and bite them?
Yes, as long as it's small enough for them to swallow. They will not be able to go after like a large rabbit, but they can go after smaller creatures.
Okay.
Those mice usually want to feed any snakes in captivity or in the wild. They usually eat anything that is about the width of their throat.
Amity is asking, does it have fangs?
This one doesn't have fangs. Mostly, the ones that do have fangs are venomous. This one does not, just like Monty, has small little teeth. So if they do bite you, they won't hurt at all.
Sanjay is asking how thick popcorn is, because she looks pretty skinny.
Yeah, so think about, let's see, the size of a straw that you would use to drink a smoothie. Let's see, if I can measure the circumference, it would be around like an inch and a half. Very small, yeah. Now this part is very, very skinny, but the rest of the body here, which contains all the muscle and the organs, is very thick.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, this part is most.
So popcorn is called a corn snake because farmers usually use her, or snakes like her, to protect their corn, or their food.
Yes. Also, their little pattern also kind of looks like little corn on its sides, on the belly.
Levi's asking, can they be cool pets?
Yes, they can be great pets. They're very good for beginners. When they're small, they're only about 5 inches long. They look like a small worm. And these guys, they make great companions, easy to hold. Not so great at putting around your neck like Monty because they like to move around too much. But they can definitely be great pets. They don't look scary at all. And they're very, very tame too. They're just very curious animals and not harmful at all.
Awesome. I've always been really scared to have a snake as a pet because I didn't know that all snakes didn't have fangs. But popcorn doesn't have fangs. So even if she did bite me, it wouldn't really matter because it's very small teeth, right?
Yes.
Maybe I could get a pet snake now. I'm a lot less scared now.
Yeah, definitely. And you can all get snake pets too. Very friendly. Yeah. And like I said, if it has fangs, it probably won't be for sale. But yes, this guy, small little teeth, not harmful.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see. What do we got next? I got 2 more.
Cool, 2 more. Yeah, we have some people asking if class is over. We'll do like another 5 to 10 minutes because Miss Melissa cut out. So stay if you want. But class is not over yet. We have 2 more animals.
I got some pretty cool animals coming up.
Yeah, I don't think you all want to leave.
Actually, I'll save the best for last.
Best for last. Nilisi is asking, where is your zoo? Where are you?
I am here in California, Mountain Valley, in the city. We are in a small little area. When you are outside, you won't really know that it looks like a zoo, but we're indoors.
Okay. And we have a new animal here. Can anyone guess in the chat what kind of animal this is? Melissa won't let us know. Tortoise or turtle? Okay, maybe. Which one is it? What do you guys think? Turtle?
Is it a turtle or a tortoise?
What's the difference?
Does anyone know the difference?
A lot of people are saying turtle. A lot of people are saying tortoise. Russian tortoise says.
Close. We got some of those here at the zoo.
Sea turtle. Okay, Okay, so it looks like we have turtle and tortoise.
I'll do a little turnaround.
What do we have?
So
here?
this one, in fact, is a tortoise. And yeah, this guy. This is also called a tortoise, and it has these little ridges up here. They kind of look like tater tots, as you can see. And he is not a turtle, he's a tortoise. These guys are land. Turtles usually more aquatic, and they spend most of their time in the water. This guy is from the desert, southern Africa to be exact.
Oh, okay. So turtles spend more time in water, and tortoises spend more time on land.
Yeah. Now, don't get wrong. This guy will also still get a little bit of water. Out in the desert, doesn't rain much, but when it does, these guys will totally be okay having like 1 or 2 days of rain. These guys live a very, very long time. For any of you that were here last week, I showed you Tank, which was that big tortoise that I showed you. This one is just a smaller version, and they get about 150 to 200 years old, and they're strictly herbivores.
Oh, wait. What's this tortoise's name, by the way?
This one, I call him Spuck.
Spuck. How long does Spuck live, you said?
This one, 150 to 200 years old, and this one is so very small. I can hold him with my hand.
150. So if I get Spuck as a baby, he can live past even me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's doing a little bit of he's going to the restroom right now.
Oh no.
He ate a lot of veggies for sure. So.
Spuck, come on, buddy. How old is Spuck?
Spuck is about like 10 years old. He looks very small.
Yeah.
But they grow at a very, very fast rate too.
I can't believe they lived up to 150 years.
They're very small right now. They're the size of a golf ball when they're born. But once they get to their big size, they're about like 200 pounds.
Does Spuck ever go inside and curl up inside his shell?
Spuck will only be able to tuck his head in slightly and put his little front spurs in front like a shield, kind of like Wonder Woman, go like this. But he won't do like the turtles do, where they hide their head and all their limbs.
I see.
This one, he's a little too rough for that. He won't be able to do.
Awesome. Does anyone have any other questions for Spuck? Spuck is happy to answer any of your questions.
Yes, and like I said, they can get about 200 years old, but they can also weigh about 200 pounds. So right now, this one doesn't weigh not even a pound, but they will eventually.
So light.
Very light animals.
Alicia is asking a very important question. How is he so cute?
Oh, he tries. This guy, he knew he was coming to see you guys, so he was like, gotta put my best.
Where does Spuck usually live? Oh, sorry, where does Spuck usually live?
These guys are found in Africa. Have something like this commonly in California. It's called the California desert tortoise.
I see.
And I'm sure you have tortoises from all around the states too. But this guy, Southern Africa, but also in people's households. They love to keep these in their backyards.
Okay.
And they are great to have them and pass them on to other family members.
Got it. I actually have one more question here because it's a funny question. Can Spuck talk to other turtles? Like, do they make noises?
So they do tend to vocalize when they are when they're trying to show some kind of dominance. So with other tortoises, they'll ram each other. They'll try to assert their power by bulldozing against other tortoises. So they like to kind of ram against each other.
Huh. Okay.
They kind of go like, you know.
They'll play football with each other. They'll tackle each other.
Yes. And sometimes they will flip each other over.
Oh no! Can they flip each other? Can they flip over themselves if they get flipped?
Yes. Usually they'll kind of like, once they're upside down, they'll use like the back legs to kind of push on something or another tortoise. So they'll use another tortoise to flip itself over, or something that's nearby that will help them, give them a little lift.
Awesome. Okay. All right, Spuck.
Okay. All right. So I have one more. Let's see.
Last animal, everyone.
Last animal of the day.
Get excited. We've had Spuck. We've had Lily. We've had many others. Oh. Whoa.
Right here.
Whoa.
This is Murph, a.k.a. Meatloaf.
Whoa.
Kind of. This right here is a blue tongue skink. And I would like for him to show his blue tongue. He's a little shy right now. Oh, come on. Can you show a blue tongue? He's like, nope. So, Smurf right here is a blue tongue skink. These guys are from Australia and New Guinea. Oh, there you go. Are you showing off your blue tongue?
Meatloaf looks like an a blue tongue. Yeah. Looks like he ate too much.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
It does look like he ate too many blueberries.
How do you?
But this guy, he has a very, very special trait, and he has that blue tongue, and it helps him scare away other predators. Oh, there you go.
He scares people with his tongue?
Yes. Not people, more other creatures.
Oh, other creatures.
So out in the wild, vibrant colors mean toxic.
Wow.
And the blue, for other animals, it means danger or toxicity. So it'll use its tongue to kind of scare them away. This guy, he's not very much of a fighter, but he will try to minimize any contact with other bigger animals by slashing his bright blue tongue and puffing himself up to scare them away. Mm-hmm.
And you said Meatloaf is a lizard? What type of animal was he?
It's a skink. So it's a type of lizard, and they have very, very thick skin that helps them get through the small crevices and slide through any bark and tough debris. They're very good at hiding.
Wow.
They're carnivorous.
He's huge.
He's very small right now for his size, but he will get much bigger.
Wow.
Very.
What does Meatloaf usually eat? Does he eat meatloaf? What does he eat?
He doesn't eat meatloaf, but he does have his own kind, which is cat food. He loves to eat cat food and insects.
Huh.
Yeah, this guy, he will eat a mixture of cat food mixed with superworms. It's like a little delicious dinner.
So in the wild, he's usually eating stuff like insects and stuff?
Insects, yeah, and greens. Here in captivity, they figured out that they love the taste of cat food. So that's their treat to us here. But the ones out in the wild will definitely eat insects and greens, yeah.
It looks like someone says looks like a T-Rex. I can see that maybe.
Yeah. T-Rex.
Can you talk about his scales maybe, like his outside, his skin?
Yeah. So this right here, the red coloring in the back is just a pigmentation in its skin. It's just a different morph, what they like to call.
Mm-hmm.
We have different skinks here that don't have the red coloring. He was given that red coloring, which is very, very beautiful.
Huh.
Like I said, this skin is very tough. Kind of like, let's see, what can I think of? Maybe like cardboard feeling, but you can definitely feel those scales behind.
Yeah.
Very, very rigid, and you can see the texture on there.
How old is Meatloaf, and how old can he get?
Meatloaf can get about 20 years. He can live about 20 years. This one's still very young. He's like about 2 years old as well. He's still small. When they hatch, they're about 6 inches long, and they can be as long as 2 feet from head to tail. 2 feet long.
Wow. And would Meatloaf make a good pet?
Meatloaf is more of an animal not for beginners, more intermediate. Once you've had a lot of experience handling lizards like these, you could definitely get one of these. But I always recommend getting one when they're much younger. That way you can get them used to you. And that way you know how they are, what's their behavior. They tend to hiss a lot.
His legs are so small compared to his body. Such small little legs and hands.
Yeah, but that does still make him very, very fast.
Look at it.
Snake, but with legs. Look at him.
His little tiny legs moves that entire body. His legs must be really strong.
Yes.
Whoa.
And those nails right here help him carve and dig so he can go underneath and burrow.
He has nails?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see if we can get the right angle.
Are those sort of like claws or like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, interesting.
Helps him burrow and go underneath. There you go.
How's Meatloaf right now?
How old?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about 2 years old.
2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And I think we'll take one more question here. Let's see what question to pick. A lot of good questions. Okay, we answered a lot of these. I think we'll go with Tiffany's question. Can his tail fall off, and what happens if you cut off his tail?
This guy won't lose his tail. They might, if they do get it caught on something. Oh, he's stuck in my hair. Yeah, he won't lose his tail. I've heard that they can. I haven't really seen it. But if they do, it's just a small portion of it. But it kind of develops like a little. It doesn't grow back. It'll just develop like a little. Like the scales will just go into like a little triangle and just tail there.
Huh. Okay. I guess I lied. I'll take one more question from Alina because it's
Yeah,
kind of
go ahead.
interesting. But does he ever lick you?
Yeah, he loves to give kisses.
Oh.
There you go. Little skink kisses. There you go.
Thank you, Meatloaf.
Lots of skink kisses for everyone.
Oh, yes. There you go, everyone.
Yeah.
Meatloaf has said goodbye to you all. Awesome. Well, okay. That's all we have today, everyone. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tim, for hanging out. And see you later, everyone. Hopefully next